Hi again. I am on a roll. I'm on a roll. Keep in mind the days that I feel like doing this, I just want to do it because it may take another God knows how long before I also either find time or be in the mood to actually talk. And I talk a lot because I'm a lecturer. I mean, that's my job. I'm always talking. I meet with students like hours and hours every day, and I just talk, 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 talk. And I'm in class, I'm talking. So sometimes I just don't feel like talking if I don't have to. But when I do feel like it, which is when I just, bring out my camera and start making some of these videos. So yeah, like I was saying, so say for example, you've come in because you hopefully, got everything I said about packing your items and, getting ready for the airport. You're there on time, you get on your flight, all is well and good. You're in the UK, no issues with immigration. Or just to talk about immigration, when you get to the border, for those that are yet to come in, be very, 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 very confident. I think some people get themselves in trouble because they are not confident. They are, their body language is just showing that they are nervous. And you don't have to be nervous. You've not done anything wrong. What have you done? Nothing. So come in, be very confident, go to the immigration officer. They are not there to, they don't want to send you back or to, stress you out. So just come in, like I said, make sure all your documents are within reach in your backpack or your hand luggage or wherever that you can easily access it. Know where you're going. Have an address in mind, have a name in mind. If you're going to school, of course, goes without saying, know your school, but also know the address because they may ask you of that. And also make arrangements, where would you stay, because they may ask you, okay, you're coming to study, that have you make plans for accommodation. You should be able to tell them something. If you're staying with your family, if you have families here, or you're staying in a hostel or whatever, make sure you have that information ready. And so yeah, you go through the immigration and all is well and good. If you have accommodation already prepared, that's fine. If not, I think it's a whole nother ball game in terms of securing accommodation. Generally, yeah, I think I'll do another video about accommodation. But hopefully you come in, you have your accommodation sorted, or maybe permanent or temporary, whatever the case may be, but you have somewhere to lay your head for the night. And then you're preparing to go for orientation from next week. So generally the way let's say immigration, excuse me, the way orientation would work. Oh, I forgot to say, I would advise that you, if you're not going to be picked up at the airport, I would advise that you book your ticket ahead of time so that you can book it from home. Usually you would have National Express or maybe Flexibus or maybe Mega, but there are different options to travel. If you can afford it, you can book taxi. Usually expensive from the airport, but I would advise, if you're not booking taxi or anything like that and you're not getting picked up, I would advise you book maybe something like National Express before you came into the country, before you come into the country. But you need to kind of like estimate when your flight would land. I would say give maybe 2 or so hours for you to go through immigration, whatever. In case there's any delay, you still are not you're still meeting your boss. And if there will be flight delay, make sure that if you find that you're going to be delayed and you won't be able to meet that time, what you want to do is to go on your on the app or the website of the bus company that you have booked, and then you want to quickly change your flight your ticket to the next times. Usually you will get charged maybe a few pounds for making that change. If you buy the one that is editable, and I think that's the one, amendable, that's the one you should buy, so that you may have to pay a few pounds instead of losing the ticket entirely. But it's a lot better if you book ahead, so you know exactly where you're going once you check out, because it can be, honestly, that journey can be super stressful. I did mine 10 years ago. Yeah, so this time 10 years ago, I remember I was coming, I was on the journey, it was all freaking out and whatever. So anyway, get that bus ticket sorted. so that as soon as you leave the airport, you know where you're going and you're able to go and catch your bus, hopefully. So what was I saying? Then yeah, you should try and change some money. I would advise you change some currency. If you're coming to the UK, this can also apply to someone going to other country. Try and get local currency if you can. £5, £20, just in case you don't want to be without zero, cash, or be stranded. Because by this time, you may not have access to ATMs or accounts or whatever, so just have small cash with you that you can use to get yourself from A to B to where you're going, and then sort yourself so you're not stranded on the road. Also, get the local SIM card. They usually will give you SIM card now when you go to for your appointment. Have that SIM card. I think they give some, like Lebara. I think they give some what's it called? They give some gig or data. Yeah. If not, maybe you may want to load a little bit, but I think they give some data before you are able, you use that, you finish that. I think my I know someone got like 20 gig, isn't it? Yeah, so you can get that. And then, so anyway, have that handy as well. It can be quite useful for you navigating GPS, trying to find your way around town. If you're alone, so that'll be good. When you come in, hopefully you have a place to stay, settle yourself. If you're living with people, be kind to them. They're doing you a huge favor. We've had ridiculous story, and you will be shocked at how some people are helped, and it seems like they don't pay the helper in a nice way. The person, people come on social media are talking about how they regret helping ABC person because they did this, they are dirty, they are that, they are nasty, whatever. So just try. I know it may not be intended, but if you're being supported in that way, try and think of what can I do to help this person. Maybe help them take their kid to school, I don't know, or clean up the house, just be nice. Try and watch what they do and do as they do. So do they wash up immediately after eating? Then don't keep your dishes, you to wash up. Do they do this on a weekend? Then when you wake up, quickly get to start that thing. They will be happy, they'll be appreciative of it. Don't think, oh, I'm here doing house boy, house girl. I'm saying this for Nigerians, but it's not like that. It's just you showing appreciation. I do know someone who was accommodated. The person that accommodated them doesn't like cooking, and that's what they use to appreciate that person. They would always wake up and cook. They were both students, so escorting each other. The other one was escorting the other one. So the one being escorted would wake up. She doesn't mind cooking because she knows the other one doesn't like cooking. Always eating noodles, junk, whatever. So she wake up, cook something nice, rice and stew, or egg, bread, just something different. And the one accommodating was very appreciative of it because they just don't like doing it, but now they have someone that is happy to do that, and that's what they did, and it works. And also, as soon as you're able to find your feet and you're able to leave, don't think, oh, I'm enjoying this, after all I'm not paying, because sometimes people don't ask for payment. Don't think, oh, they are not complaining, I can still stay. Leave as soon as you can afford to. Go your way, because the longer you stay, the more it may become a burden. You may not know, but at some point it may become that. I remember when I moved houses a while ago. Moved job, sorry, change job, and I used to live with someone, a friend of mine, who I didn't even want to live with. Not like I didn't want to live, but I wanted my space ASAP. But they said, come here first, we'll go look house hunting. And somehow house hunting, when I got here, when I got to their place, they didn't want me to look for house. I guess they liked me being around so much. But I insisted. I did not let that, because for the time I was there, I didn't pay rent. What I did was to be buying food stuff in the house because they won't take rent from me. But I still had to find, even though they didn't want me to go, I still had to find. At some point, I just went out looking for house. I was so determined to leave. So you don't have to wait for them to say, okay, go. Even if they are saying stay, sometimes it depends on the relationship, but sometimes you want to not overuse it, because if you need that help again, you want to be sure that you left it in a good way and you can go back to assess it. I know I have derailed so very far from my intended topic, but I'll leave this here not too long and then come back again and continue. Bye.